All right. 4, episode 2, Rob M. And marker.
I like that you started with the glasses. Tell me your name and who or what you are.
My name is Robert John Moroni Jr., aka Rob II. And I'm trying to just not look at my phone as a human being.
Tell me something you dislike about the way that you are.
I've actually had some time to think about this one. I would say this is about how I would describe this. I feel like I do something which I'm starting to identify as like terrarium syndrome, where I think that if I just take a person or whoever it is in my life and then just put them in this like perfect environment where they can be themselves, fill it with things they like and understanding and all of this other stuff, that I will receive back, I guess, the same kind of thing. Like if I could just put somebody in like the perfect situation to just give back to me in the way that I want, that I'll just receive it, and then I get upset when I don't get it, which doesn't even make any sense because everybody's different. It feels more like less me being understanding of other people and more me trying to get not what I want, because it feels like it's selfish, and maybe there is a degree of selfishness to it, because I feel like it's hard to if you're giving selflessly, like that's very admirable, and that's something maybe that I need to work on, is understanding why I give so much of myself to other people and what I expect in return, or if I should just expect nothing in return. But I guess I would say that maybe it comes from a need for validation, which we've talked about before, for whatever reason for me. And maybe that's just like another way it manifests, and it's just like becomes less about expecting things and more about understanding what people are ready to give.
Tell me something you like about the way that you are.
I think if there's anything that I think I've really been benefiting from lately, it'll be I'll just do things. Normally, I mean, like I'm not even good at anything when I start doing it. Like I'll just kind of like throw myself in the deep end, and that's how I learn. Like I can't ever read the book on or I'll have to have somebody literally sit me down and like show me how to do this or something. But I'll just show up. I'll just put myself in the position to learn. And I think that's been really helpful for me. It's kind of like skipping the like where you would like have like the mental block of like you can't do that, or like what, you know, like all those things that your mind keeps you from doing, like action, whatever stops you from moving, just kind of removing that and then letting things happen because you're there in the moment. And I think that's been extremely beneficial, because then, as we say, I don't get lost in the sauce. There's no sauce. I'm already making the noodles. I'm already getting the beef going. And then I already got my sauce together. I'm good, because I didn't overthink it.
I like that. You leave here and your life ends. Physical Rob dies. What part of you, what piece of your personality, your soul, energy, would you like to see live on in the world?
Because I feel like I've been really kind of psychoanalyzing why I do a lot of the things that I do lately. And I've been kind of on somewhat of a journey to remove the ego from my decisions and the things that I do. So I guess like in the first question, or I guess second question, when I was talking about what I don't like about myself, and I'm saying like I'm always trying to like placate others, or like, you know, it doesn't just come from like a need of like, then maybe someone will do that for me. I feel like in general I feel really attuned to other people emotionally, and I pick up on a lot of things. Like if somebody's in distress, it's immediately like I need to go help them. I have a really hard time being like, I'll save bugs all the time. I'll save a gnat like drowning in my water, because I know if I take like a square of toilet paper and I just kind of and then just set it down, I know it'll just dry off his wings and fly away. I know because I've seen it do it like a million times. And it's like, that's how much it took to save this organism. You know, scooping worms out of the puddles because they're dry. I have a really hard time watching things drown, because you see, maybe it's because I see myself. I just look in there and I see the struggle. I see it like kicking, and like I see it like embroiled in that struggle. And it's like, I'm here. I could save you. You know, it's like, even in elementary school where there'd be that, I think about this all the time. There's like a kid who like stomped on a grasshopper, and it's like kicking, you know, it's like leg is like going. And that image is like, I guess, you know, the cruelty of man, whatever you call it. It was like the injustice of it was so severe. I was furious. I could have punched that kid out for stepping on a bug. I don't know. If there's anything that I could bring, it would be, or that I hope that other people would see, is that I tried to bring a sense of understanding, I guess light, levity, that I cared, that and Mike and I talk about this all the time, and I guess I would say like provided a sanctuary, you know, like somewhere where my friends don't have to worry about being anybody other than themselves. That's really important to me.
I like that.